Hey everybody, I'm Todd.
I'm Juana.
Today we're going to talk about new versus resale homes, and it's a common question we get. People are always asking, like, what's better? Should I get a brand new home or should I go find a home that's existing? So we're going to talk about the pros and cons of new and resale. So let's start off with the new homes and the pros, and Juana, you can go ahead and start off.
Okay, so new homes are new. They have that whole new home smell. No one's lived in them. They're great. They're brand new homes, and we all like new things, right? The next thing is that new homes tend to have modern floor plans. They're very they're open. They have the new kitchens that are more open to the living areas. They have great rooms. They have bigger bathrooms. They have more bathrooms. So that makes them more desirable from the floor plan perspective. New homes come with builder warranties. So the builder will take care of anything that's going on with the home, usually for the first year for kind of bumper to bumper kind of thing. And then for 5 years for, depending on what it is, things like a roof and things like that. And then of course, new homes are more energy efficient. So that's something you have to consider when you're purchasing a home, is that whole energy efficiency thing. Because remember, the appliances will be more energy efficient. The home itself will be more energy efficient too. Like the windows, the insulation, all of that will be more energy efficient, and it will make a difference to your bottom line every month.
All right, some of the cons of buying new construction, because I've lived in new construction.
Yes.
Okay, with those upgrades you see in the house, the brand new everything, the stainless steel kitchen, that flooring and everything, it's all going to be more expensive because you don't control how much, you don't get bids. The builder, whatever the builder tells you is what you have to go with. And then the builder has to make money, and whoever puts it in has to make money. So it's all going to be more expensive. The other thing is, because of land use and things like that, that these new construction sites usually on the edges of town. You're going to be further out, further out from the city. You're going to be further from amenities. So you're not going to have, the parks nearby. You're not going to have those shopping areas or a bunch of restaurants nearby. That's a con. That's of the new home subdivisions. They're just kind of further out on the edge of town. The other thing is, you're going to live in a construction site. Chances are you may, even if you're one of the last ones, they're still going to be building in there. And then usually there's other new home subdivisions right around you. So when you drive out, you're going to be driving on roads that like trucks were driving on. There'll be nails on the ground. You'll probably get a nail in your tire, and there's going to be dust in the air. It's going to happen. That's one of the cons. And then another one, of course, is the lot premium. When you want a bigger lot, like a certain size lot in a new home subdivision, because they tend to be further out and built on more compact pieces of land, you have to pay more money just to get a bigger piece of land. So that's a con of new home subdivisions.
Right.
Yep.
So now let's talk about resale homes. So what are some of the pros for purchasing a resale home? Yep. So we can start out with more styles to choose from. So of course, they've had decades and decades to build homes. So you have lots and lots of choices as far as the style of home. The other thing is they tend to be on larger lots because back then the land was not quite so scarce. So the homes tend to be on larger lots. Mm-hmm. And you have a variety of locations all over that metropolitan area, wherever you're purchasing. There are homes for sale, so you have a lot more choices rather than just the pockets of new home builders. And lastly, of course, amenities. You have things like restaurants are nearby, shopping, that sort of thing. It's a mature neighborhood. Maybe there are big trees, maybe there are mature parks. So you've got all these amenities that are just not there yet with a new home subdivision.
Yeah, and it's pretty common. I mean, when you look at a map of especially of Las Vegas, mm-hmm. You see how big it is, and then you see all the new home subdivisions are all on the outside, but then most people work in the middle on the strip or someplace like that. So it's a long drive. So sometimes you have to, that's the trade-off. You have to say, do I need to have a new home, or can I live in a home that's 30 years old, but it's just got bigger rooms and on a bigger lot and it's closer where I want to work and all that. But there are some disadvantages.
Yes.
Okay, so the house was built in the 50s, and maybe back then it was, low ceilings, and they redid the appliances in the 70s and they're avocado green. So you're going to have to do repairs. The AC is probably going to go out. The roof, who knows when the last time they touched that. Appliances, plumbing, you're probably going to have some things, on an ongoing basis that you might not necessarily have with a new home, because you have that new home warranty that's going to cover you for so many years. The builder will come out and fix everything. One of the other ones is the sort of dated interior, meaning that, in 1990, what was popular were those little white square tiles everywhere. So the bathrooms, the kitchens all have that. And that's not, like, nobody has that. You'll never see that in new home. So you may get the home that is right for you, but then you don't like the interior things, the bathrooms, and you have to sort of do all that. And then the other thing is, there was a time when, like, what was really popular were like a lot of little rooms. So people could go off in their little rooms. When you go into new homes today, they're very open. And they're like, you'll have always the kitchen and the dining and the living room is like one massive area. And a long time ago, that was no-no. You never wanted to see the kitchen. So now you want to see the kitchen because you want to show it off. And you don't tend to have that with older homes. So that's one of the cons. Yeah. So,
of course, the other thing that's kind of a con with older homes is, like Todd said, that functional obsolescence. So maybe you don't have as many bathrooms. We tend to run into this quite a bit. So you'll see maybe a 2,400 square foot home. It's a 4-bedroom home, and it will only have 2 bathrooms.
Yeah, it's got one for the master, and then the other 3 share one.
Right.
And you don't see that today in new homes.
You don't see that in new homes. And we're all very accustomed now to not having 3 bedrooms sharing 1 bathroom.
Yeah.
So that's something that's a big deal to a lot of people right now.
Especially if you saw the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
Because I think all the kids, did they all shared a bathroom, or I think they all shared a bathroom, didn't they? They all shared a bathroom. Yes. It was pretty, that's pretty common back then. The bottom line is, if you're moving to a new area, talk to your real estate professional, talk to somebody who knows the town. Just get a feel for the differences so that you're making a good decision for you. And then, of course, that's the time frame. Sometimes new construction can take 6 months. Sometimes there's standing inventory ready. You just buy it. Of course, most resale homes, you just buy it and you move in 30 days later, when your loan closes. So that's kind of nice there. But there's a lot of things, good and bad. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. Please subscribe to this channel so you can get more good real estate advice. Hit the notification bell. Contact information is below if you're looking at buying or selling in Las Vegas. And what else? And we want to hear from you. What are some of the pros and cons that you've experienced with new homes and resale homes? Put it down in the comments. We want to hear from you. We always like knowing what your experiences are. Yep. Thanks for tuning in.